Hey everyone, I wanted to go over the new and exciting news that we got for Monster Hunter Rise on the Nintendo Switch. And with the introduction of patch 3.6, we saw a whole heck of a lot of brand new additions being added into the game, and one of those brand new additions is the introduction of a brand new challenge quest. This would be challenge quest number 6. So as I tell you guys, every time there's a couple of brand new downloadable stuff, like this challenge quest for example, you need to make your way down to the Steelworks, speak to the courier cat, go all the way down to the add-ons option, claim anything that's labeled in white, event quest, free item packs, and even challenge quest included. The one that we're looking over today, the brand new one that we got, is Challenge Quest 06 that has you slaying a Somnacanth, a Ghost Harag, and a Magnamalo, but interestingly enough, not in the arena. Instead, you're going to be fighting this one in the Frost Islands. So usually these challenge quests are pretty much to gauge your interest, to see how much you can actually take down a monster by yourself. And you'll find this quest in the arena quest counter in the second tab called Challenging Quest. Pretty much we've gone up to about 5 or so already, but every single one of those has been up against one specific monster in the arena. And this time around, we're going to be fighting in the Frost Islands 3 separate monsters. Now there's an interesting modifier here. The fact of the matter is that these monsters are not actually fighting at full strength. They're probably at maybe around a quarter health solo, so they're not even necessarily like fully buffed up defense wise. Now damage wise they still hit normally as they typically would. I didn't see them doing any higher or lower damage, but their health pool has definitely been cut, perhaps in about a quarter health or maybe even half health. So I'm not necessarily sure how much lower health they actually have, but you will be able to take them down rather easily if you just kind of know what you're doing. You have 5 weapons at your disposal to choose from whenever you start this quest. You have the sword and shield, the great sword, the hammer, the switch axe, and the bow. So decent weapons, pretty much high damage ones, except the sword and shield, but that's the most defensive one that you're going to have to work with, and pretty much decent output. I always tell people to make sure that they check out the traits that armor set has equipped, because every single trait in these type of challenge quests help. This one perhaps not so much, only because the monsters have lowered health, but you always want to be able to check out those traits. Now as far as the fights are concerned, the real issue here is that these monsters love to move around. Somnacanth move around, I believe 2 to 3 separate times, but that can actually work to your benefit if you decide to like trip them up and mount them. So, you know, tackle each other down, you know, whittle them down with when you're riding another monster, that kind of a thing. So that can definitely be helpful if you want to tackle it that way. But with that said, you're pretty much just going to have the little spirit birds to be able to boost you up, you know, defensively, attack wise, and your pool of health, maybe your stamina a little bit. And you have no potions or anything like that you're going to be able to pick up from your bank. Only the 10 that they give you, I believe they're mega potions, a couple of foods to poof up your stamina, and that's about it. You don't really have much. So you're definitely just going to be able to have to take on these guys as best as possible. Now, like I said before, they do hit about as normal as they do, but their health pool has been severely cut back. So you're not necessarily going to have to worry about in that regard. Just, you know, pretty safe, steady, and you should be able to handle this one no problem. There is a SAB, you know, type of ranking system. I don't necessarily worry about S rank or A rank or anything like that. I got it in A rank just because I got lucky, I guess, but you know, not necessarily that big of a deal. And at the end of the day, it's just an interesting challenge that we got finally outside of the arena. Perhaps this signifies that future challenge quests will be taking you up into different areas with different monster combinations, you know, or something along those lines. But for now, you know, it's just anyone's guess. But that's about all the information that I have for you guys today regarding Challenge Quest 06 with the Somnacanth, Ghost Harag, and Magnamalo, which again is a fun, interesting challenge, but you're doing this one by yourself. You're not relying on anyone. You don't even have your Palamute or your Palico, so you're just on your own, and it's a pretty decent one at that. So I definitely encourage you guys to check it out. If you're brand new to my channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Hit the bell to receive notifications when the videos go up, and as always, thank you so much for watching. See ya.